it's true. When Johnny Bauer played hockey, you turned on the game to watch the Toronto Maple Leafs. Today, you turn on the game to watch Don Cherry. It's so true. Don truly is a legend in hockey, but he's far more than that. He's got so many components to him. And Don truly makes a difference in everything he does. His pride in Canada, his pride in Mississauga, inspire each and every one of us and inspire young people to grow and be better people in the communities. As a resident of Mississauga, he was so proud of those ice dogs. You know, blue was true and blue in Mississauga, and he's so proud to see that Mississauga ice teams in Mississauga and their success. They developed, they grew, and won the Bobby Orr trophy at one point in time, and we all know what Don thinks of the wonderful player Bobby Orr. What he's done for women's hockey, I can tell you, and thank you for your kind words, Ron, but Don is very much a part of everything I have done, and very much a part of me, as is Hazel McCallion. And Don, in the 1980s, really took it upon himself to support women's hockey. And women's hockey was not, didn't have a lot of credibility back then. Girls and women were quite good at the game, but no one really recognized it. But Don Cherry said, women can play this game. From then, Canadians knew that women could play hockey because Don Cherry's credibility and strength brought women's hockey forward. So he is truly a partner in the success of this game, and he has really made a difference to so many lives, because hockey is not just a game to be played and won and lost on the ice surface, nor is any sport. They're sports that bring better quality of life and self-esteem to young people and people throughout this world, and sport is such an important part of the infrastructure of Mississauga and Canada. One thing Don did do, it wasn't enough that he said women's hockey is great. When we hosted a world championship, Don summoned us to Hazel's office one day and said, I'm giving you the shirt off my back. And truly he did. We had the Don Cherry sweepstakes, and through that and Don's shirt and tie, we managed to raise enough money and credibility to support the world championship. When the Hershey Center was being built in Mississauga, Don researched very much the strengths of the quality of the building, and he took a whole crew of engineers to Kitchener to look at the Kitchener Odd. And Hazel and I were together one day and got a call from Don Cherry. He was so excited because he'd found he thought was best quality glass and boards that were going to go into this facility. So he really wanted to make sure things were good and make sure things were positive in each and everything he did. His love of Hazel is unbelievable, and certainly he has found a way in each Olympics he's been at. In Nagano in 1998, he brought a television crew to the Canada House, and General Mills baked a cake, and he had a birthday party for Hazel McCallion, and Mississauga and Hazel were on the map again, and he truly brought this community again to the world level. But you know, the greater side of Don, he's a very strong and powerful man, and he loves the rough and tough game, but also there's an incredible human side to this man, and we see it with his support of the military. And when we had a tragic bus accident 10 years ago, the Windsor Wildcats were in a terrible bus accident. There were 4 fatalities and 19 players hospitalized. 4 of them were not expected to live. They fortunately have gone forward. But Don heard about that and determined to do something, and came to a game in Mississauga, and he stayed with those players for as long as they wanted to, and he gave them so much strength to move forward. And he did that with the hockey team. He does that when a player is injured. He does that when he sees a person that is ill or just someone who's needy. He is so caring and so giving, and his heart truly, truly cares for those people. He loves his family. His family is very near and dear to everything he does, and that's what gives him his strength, and it's so wonderful that Tim and Cindy could be here today. And but the one thing also he does, and as a tribute as we lead into the video, let's give the thumbs up, because that truly is Don Cherry, and when you see a thumbs up, what do you think? It's positive, isn't it? And so much, everything he does, every group he's with, it's a thumbs up, and that brightens lives, brightens days. And he truly, I don't know if anybody has ever captured that, but is he not giving us a special message just by that thumbs up? So we'll lead into the video, and thank you so much, and a special tribute to Don Cherry.